Good morning guys and welcome to Vlogmas day 30. So today will be the last day of Vlogmas because I'll upload this tomorrow, which is 31st of December. So when you guys watch it, it'll be like the last day of December. So I'm ending Vlogmas there. I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Funny thing is, today's the last day and I really don't have anything planned for today. So we're gonna play it by ear and see where the day takes us. Why am I yelling? Like, why am I shouting? I feel like as if I have an audience in front of me and really it's a camera. Calm down, Stanzie. Okay. So today, yes, this morning, we already got up early with my sister because we wanted to make it to the nail salon, which I did. Let me show you my lovely purple nails. I also got my nails cut shorter. I always get them cut short because I feel like I like to change my jewelry, like my necklaces, my earrings really often. And with long nails, I find it really hard, you know, doing the little clasps and things. So I always cut them. I was looking at the like ombre colors and then I was like, Stanzie, you know, you can't handle the long nails. So then I just went with purple, of course, and we're good with that. So we also we went to Kmart just for like a quick, just to see, because my sister was looking for picture frames that yesterday they didn't have at that Kmart. So this Kmart they did, so we grabbed them for her. And we also got a couple of things for tomorrow, which is New Year's. We can have 10 people, including like children, so it's just 10 people only can be at your house that are visitors. So we're really limiting our number. We're gonna have maybe 8 or something, so less, just to make sure we're under. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm still like want to provide some food and stuff, like some snacks and some drinks. We still want to try and make it as, I guess, New Year'sy as we can, only because every year we do a little something. Like, I'm not a huge oh wow, it's, you know, New Year. I don't know, it's not Christmas, but you still kind of, I guess, because of the hype, you want to bring it in with, you know, some other people. And if you can, those of you who are staying at home alone in your PJs, enjoy yourself. Sometimes I feel like that's the best option. Hang out by yourself, watch TV, eat some ice cream, eat some popcorn, and live your life. Or eat some vegetables and live your life. And then just like text people Happy New Year or whatever. I mean, whatever suits you or whatever you're allowed to do where you are at. I uploaded yesterday's vlog, so I hope you guys are watching that. If you guys are not watching this in real time, that's perfectly fine with me. If you watch it at the end, comment down below and please let me know if you have watched all the videos in Vlogmas. I really would like to know if you're someone who has watched them from like 1 to now 30 when you guys watch this. I really like to know who really watched that. I do get to see the numbers, and I see like some videos are like higher numbers than others, so I guess it's also generally like what my content says. I guess in the title I do see a lot of like, you know, clickbaits from other YouTubers, but that is not me. Maybe I should do that one day. I'll like write something that's like ooh, or whatever, you know, those faces that they pull up and then like get more views. No, we're not doing that. All right guys, I don't know what is wrong. Maybe I got up too early and now I'm just like deliriously like talking rubbish out of my mouth. All right, I am going to have a little play with Chip because I had to leave him, and then sort of regroup and just respond to a few emails because it is a work day, just to do some stuff like that, and then I will get back to you. Tell them, Chip, tell them what your mother forgot to do today. We haven't gone on a walk yet because it was raining. So you want to go now? You want to go for a walk here? We go for a walk? Good boy. All right, you do your stretches. I'm going to charge this battery and we're going to go for a walkie. Hello friends and welcome to Stanzie's World Map. So it's a little bit later on in the day. Chip and I went for our walk this morning because the weather has gotten much better. And during my walk, we learned that the COVID restrictions have changed for New South Wales, and we can only have 5 people as visitors, in addition to your household members. So it looks like probably any New Year's plans we had probably will be cancelled. We haven't really kind of discussed it with the wider group per se. I think we were 8, so the only thing we may do is change venues, because then when we do that, the visitors are then less. So we'll see what happens. If not, probably just hang out with my sister and Angus. We'll learn what happens tomorrow. You guys, I'm still thinking of probably vlogging tomorrow through to Sunday, and then put up my regular like Sunday vlogs, and then going forward we'll do the weekly vlogs again, and post them up every Sunday. Unless you guys enjoy the vlogs, then I'm willing to do them like twice a week. Or do you guys like one long vlog that's like, I don't know, half an hour in length throughout the whole week? Or would you prefer me to break it up into twos throughout the week, and then you watch it in two goes? Please comment down below, let me know what your preferences are. All right, so I've got the map happening here. You guys probably, I don't know, some of you probably don't even give an F about what this is. However, it's so fascinating to me, and also the scratchy thing just reminds me of scratchies. I haven't scratched a scratchy, I have no idea when I last ever did one of those. So I thought this was really fun for myself. Maybe you guys are interested to start scratching off places I've been to. I've honestly not been to that many places. However, big ones like Australia, which is where I'm from, the US, Canada, the ones I can like, once I scratch those out, imagine if I had gone to Russia, which I haven't been, that's a whole big map, or part of the map I could scratch out. So first, I'm going to start scratching off. I've got my 5-cent piece here. I'm going to scratch off the best country in the world, Australia. Let me just see, I just want to make sure it only scratches that bit. Yep. So the first country I'm scratching off is, of course, Australia. In my opinion, best country in the world. I guess most people probably say that about their own countries. I was born in Australia, so I do consider myself an Aussie. I guess I was born here and I've lived here my pretty much my entire life, apart from a few stints here and there to other places. Australia has been my home forever, and I do consider myself an Aussie with a background, but you know, pretty much mainly an Aussie. And I've pretty much lived in Sydney. I've lived in Sydney my whole Australian life here. All right, let's scratch off Australia, and then we'll come back with the next one. I feel like I need a vacuum cleaner that collects all the like little gold particles. Australia is done. Okay, so the theory that I'm going to use behind this is places that I've actually been to, in terms of spent like more than, I guess, a little bit of time. So for example, an airport stopover does not count as being there, because like, yes, I've technically landed in the country, but I haven't actually gone out to visit, so I don't think that counts. It doesn't have to be necessarily overnight, but as long as I've like gone there, seen something, done, I'm going to count that. And I don't think there's many of those kind. Most of them I've actually spent a good deal of time in these countries. So for example, New Zealand, I actually haven't been to New Zealand, apart from stopping at the airport in Auckland when flying with Air New Zealand. So I'd love to scratch that off, but I can't. Have you guys been to New Zealand? I'd really love to go. I'd love to go to like Rotorua, in like the hot springs and stuff that they have there. I'd love to see that. But sorry, I have not been to New Zealand, and I haven't been to a lot of countries in like our kind of local area, have I? However, I have been to Thailand, so I see that right here on the map, and I actually went to Thailand a very long time ago with my parents when we were kids, when I was probably about 8. So this was way back before like Thailand was a big thing in Australia, because I feel like a lot of people in Australia like to travel to Thailand because they have such good deals there, and it's close to us as well, and they've got some beautiful resort places. We went when we were kids, when we were going with my parents on the way to Macedonia. We stayed there for like a week, and we stayed in Bangkok, so we didn't go to any resort or anything like that. We actually just stayed in Bangkok, and it was very interesting. I must say it was probably the first time that I got to experience another culture outside of like Australia, and just to see how different people live in other countries. I was very fascinated, because it was very different back then. You know, we didn't really have technology back, like we had technology, but we didn't have like the phones and stuff back then. So things were always a little bit different. And I still remember they had the tuk-tuks back then. The tuk-tuks are those like cars that, I guess it's like a golf buggy kind of a car. And I still remember with my dad, there was like 5 of us. I was first so scared to get on one of those, because they just open and like you could fall out. eventually I got convinced. I got on there, and then my dad paid the guy in advance. I said to him, you come back and collect us in like an hour. And then he left us, and then we were like, how are we gonna know who it was? And then I was like, it's the guy in the red thongs. And then like, as if Stanzie. But anyway, it was probably, you had to be there to find that funny. However, it was like we saw the temples and that. It was a lovely place. So maybe one day I will go back and visit. Moving along from Asia, because I actually haven't been to any other countries along there. I've been to Dubai, which is in the United Arab Emirates, which is a tiny little country over here. But there's enough for me to be able to scrape out with my coin over here. So I've been there. My plane has stopped at Qatar, but I haven't gotten out there, so we can't do that one. But we can do United Arab Emirates. We went to Dubai on our way back from Italy a couple of years ago. We stopped by there for a few days. It was beautiful. There was so much to see. Very, very expensive, but worth seeing. And so hot. And moving over from that, well, I haven't been to Turkey. I was meant to go in 2020. We had planned a whole week in vacationing in Turkey, but we didn't get to see that. So that will be maybe another time in a couple of years. Moving on over to, let's do Africa. I actually have been to Egypt, so I can scratch that out. It's cool. I think I have not been to South America. It's one place I'd love to go to, but I haven't been there. I have gone to Egypt. I went quite a long time ago. And it was so interesting to see. I got to see the pyramids, the Sphinx, all of that. Saw some museums, you saw the Nile. Very interesting. I got that opportunity because I was living in Macedonia at the time, and it was quite cheap to go there. They had like charter flights, because I figured from Australia it would be really quite expensive, but from there it was closer. They had charter flights. I stayed in Hurghada, and it was by the ocean, and the resorts there were like amazing, just so beautiful. All these like food all included. It was a really great visit. Very, very different to what I had seen, but like such a great place to visit. Also highly recommend. And as Hurghada falls by the Red Sea portion, I'm also going to scratch out the Red Sea out, because we did go for a bit of a swim. Okay, moving on from Africa, we are going to Europe, where let me find Macedonia, because that is where I've been a few times. Falls just under Serbia, but it's not written on there. I just have to double check the map. Macedonia is 11, which is just in here. Tiny little country just south of Serbia. Here we go, and done. But while I'm here, I'm going to do Serbia, because I of course have visited Serbia. I have relatives who still live in Serbia, and whilst I'm here, I've pretty much been to all of the ex-EU countries, so I will do Croatia and Montenegro as well. Right, that was hard with the coin. I feel like I needed something smaller. Okay, as I mentioned before, I had been to Italy because we went to a wedding, my friend Sinesha's wedding. Her and Gabriele got married in Italy a few years ago, and we went for the wedding, and it was so fun. Like, Italy was lovely to see. We saw the north to the middle of Italy. No, I wasn't vlogging or anything. I didn't have YouTube back then, so it was like 5 years ago. And it was great. Like, we had so much fun. We only stayed for like a week. We got to stay at Angus's relatives' place, so we got to meet all of them. It was a really good time, and just going to weddings is always fun in general. So let's do Italy. And I also went to Bulgaria. I nearly forgot about that. I have gone a couple of times and stayed there and done some shopping. So to Sofia, which is the capital, I believe, and that's been interesting. It's nice and clean. That's pretty much all I've done in Europe. I've never been on a Kentucky tour or anything like that, or driven through Europe, so there's lots for me to see, which I do want to see. So I think that's what got this, to encourage me to want to see other places. Let's move on to the next bit of the world, which is going to take me a while to scratch out, which is Canada, US and Mexico, and the Bahamas, which is there, which is pretty much all this region here. So I'm going to scratch that offline. However, you guys know I'm a regular at the USA. I did have a green card as well, and I did live there, so I love going back there. Those of you who might be new to this channel, I did a student exchange in Canada straight after high school. I had such a great time. I met such great people, and I had such a great family that let me stay there. They are amazing. I don't think they ever watch my YouTube vids, but if you guys ever do, Will and Diane, thank you guys so much for letting me stay there with you. They didn't have to, they just took me in. They were amazing people. I still keep in contact with them to this day, and I will always have those memories, which is great. And then Mexico, I've been a couple of times with cruises and just going over the border from the US to like Tijuana. And the Bahamas I went through with the New Kids on the Block cruise, which was fun. So pretty much that's it. Like, I'm just going to scratch that all off. You guys are going to get bored of me scratching because I probably need like a bigger coin than a 5-cent piece. And I think that's all I've really done. Don't forget Hawaii. Where's little Hawaii? Maybe he's on this end, which is part of the US anyway. But pretty much that's what I've done. So not too much scratching, but it's something that I want to keep doing. So let me know if you've been to these countries that I've been to, and also let me know your favorite place to visit in the world. And like when I was gonna say 2021, when the world opens up again, where are you looking forward to visiting? Because I'd really like to know. I thought I would show you guys the map up close. Something that bothered me was Alaska is the same color as Canada, which kind of falls under US, so it should be that color. That kind of bothered me, but that's all right. That's all right. And I kind of didn't know where like Greenland started and Canada finished, so yeah. And they're the colors that they are. So pretty cool. So much more to do. We've come over to my sister's place. I know I'm here like every day. Debbie's cleaning at the moment, and I thought I would show you because we did end up getting those picture frames, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, so this is what they look like. So they're the frames that we ended up getting from Kmart, so they would have had just like a random picture. And then he's got his little jerseys in here. Was it the Nuggets? Yeah, the basketball team Denver Nuggets. So got a blue one and a white one, and he's gonna put them up on his wall. So we just got back from a walk. We took Chippy for a walk down by the beach because it looked like it might rain, but it hasn't, so it's nice and windy down there later on in the afternoon. Chippy went for a nice wander, and now we're probably just gonna have a bit of a rest before we have dinner. So that's the update for today. How are you, Chip? How was your walk, Mama? How was your walk? Hello boys, we haven't seen you guys, what, maybe a couple of days. Nathan is trying on some new pants that used to be, well, Christian bought them, but they don't fit, so Nathan is trying to fit them. Christian's got some COVID weight on.
Got some what?
COVID weight.
I actually have, but I wouldn't fit them out even before. No chance. They're pretty tight right here.
No, they don't tie.
It's alright.
You
guys can't feel the knee.
No, when you lift your leg up, I can tell that they're a bit tight, but otherwise...
But they might look...
They might stretch after you. Okay, dinner time. We got some pork fillets. So my sister cooked this in the slow cooker. We have some green beans and some ready-made chips and some gravy. Just going to have our dinner now. I'm going to end Vlogmas here with us having some dinner. And look how cute. Look how cute. Look how cute. Look, Mama. Look at the camera. Look at yourself.
I feel like...
You're so cute.
The what?
You're so cute. Oh yeah, backlit. Back to me. Okay, so we are, I'm ending Vlogmas now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're subscribed, thank you. If you haven't subscribed and you've watched, please subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.